I love it when a plan comes together. Bobby Livingston was supposed to be calling us at 8:35. It's 8:35. Bobby, you are my man.
Hey, man, I like to be prompt. That's what we do here in New Hampshire, don't we?
I love it. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Excellent. From R&R Auction in Amherst, right?
That's correct.
All right. Now, you every once in a while you get some ink because of some of the auction items that are very high profile, very limited in availability or limited edition kind of stuff. And you've got some American Patriot material coming up. I mean, with our own Josiah Bartlett, which I gather is kind of hard to find.
Any of the signers of the Declaration of Independence are extremely collectible. You have the big ones, of course, like Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, that are extremely valuable. But you rarely come across Josiah Bartlett or the other signers from New Hampshire. And the thing that we have from Josiah Bartlett, which is amazing, I think, is his actual... While he was serving in the Continental Congress on behalf of New Hampshire, he submitted his pay. He wanted his pay for 1776. And on there is August 2nd, 1776, which is the exact moment when he signed the formal copy of the Declaration of Independence. So it's a very strong document from Josiah Bartlett asking to be paid to do the thing he's most famous for.
And it's funny because it's not like the John Adams letters to his wife, back and forth to Abigail that were flowery. This is a hey, by the way, pay me letter. There's nothing sexy about it, but it still has huge historical import.
It does. I love the handwritten letters like that Adams wrote to his wife, or Washington wrote home, or Jefferson wrote. They're fantastic, but this has that historical significance of putting him in a place and time for such a significant event in our history that it holds just as much power for me when I read it. It's like, wow, he got 120 shillings for serving the state of New Hampshire in 1776 in that August. So very neat.
Now, how do you find this stuff? Do people come to you, or do you have people out pounding the hustings looking for things?
Well, we've been holding monthly sales and auctions in New Hampshire for every month for 32 years. So we're quite known in the document trade. So we have about 200 different consigners every month, and they vary month to month. But most people know us that have these valuable documents. So when they know we're having a special sale, they'll send them to us. On the other hand, we know where all the treasures are because we've been in business for so long. So we do actively go out looking for stuff as well. But we've got quite a collection, I think over 40 of the signers in this one auction.
Now, tough economy, not a lot of discretionary income, but is there still a market for paper and ephemera?
Absolutely. We're as strong as we've ever been. We had 56% increase in sales last year.
Wow.
We have clients from all over the world, but the type of stuff that we sell is top shelf stuff. So some of the signatures, of lower end baseball players or something, we don't even handle. So we deal with the icons, the best of the best. So prices are very strong for George Washington, Bob Dylan, the Beatles, Walt Whitman, that type of level of person. We're seeing very strong prices. Now,
do you run into forgeries on any of this stuff?
After 30 years, yes. Forgery is a huge issue, but that's where our specialty is authenticity and authenticating things. We, in the 30 years we've been in business, have seen millions and millions of examples of handwriting. So we've seen every attempt at fakery, forgery, secretarial, printed, Xerox. People will try many things, but we have in-house experts that look at everything we sell, and everything we sell we guarantee forever to be authentic. But there are sophisticated forgers out there, so you should always show things to an unbiased source to give you a second opinion on anything you purchase that's signed.
Now, I know there's a difference, and Bobby Livingston is with us from R&R Auction in Amherst. I know there's a collectible difference, but from the White House, say like Truman or Ike or JFK, Some of the signatures were done mechanically, and of course, some were done with ink. What's the price difference between a Harry Truman letter signed by machine at the White House or a Harry Truman by pen?
Well, a handwritten letter by Harry Truman from the White House, depending on content, is worth tens of thousands of dollars.
Is it really?
A letter signed by an auto pen, as you said, mechanical,
right,
is worth $5, $10, depending on what it is.
There's that much of a disparity.
Oh, yeah, because it's the one is mass-produced and one is one of a kind, as you can imagine. The presidents have auto pens, and the patterns, because they just repeat over and over again, and also the ink, you can tell when it's an auto pen once you have the expertise to see it. They're quite common, and you can imagine an auto pen sends thousands. But Truman or any president, after Roosevelt and beyond, that sat down and wrote handwritten letters from the White House on White House stationery, extremely rare, extremely valuable.
Now, how long have you been doing this, Bobby?
Me personally, I've been with our auction since 2008, although I did work for them in 1983 for a year. I interned, kind of.
Okay. All right.
So I've been involved with the industry for a very long time.
All right. Now you've worked with autographs and letters and documents for quite a while. You're familiar with it. You've been in the industry, right?
Right.
And you've seen it all. However,
there's always something new around the corner. I mean, every day you're blown away here by the different type of stuff that comes in.
Well, what I want to know is, what's the one signature, one letter that you haven't got that you would just love to get your hands on?
Well, there's so many. I mean, the first thing that pops into my mind that is impossible to find is something like William Shakespeare. You just don't see it. Any kind of correspondence from him would be mind blowing. Myself, and I host a Bob Dylan birthday party in Londonderry each year. So any handwritten letters or song lyrics by Bob Dylan for me would be the holy grail that I would love to have and see. If you had like a Rolling Stone or something written in his hand, that would be phenomenal for me personally.
Wow. It's funny. A couple months ago, we spoke with Judy Collins on the air.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, sweet Judy, blue eyes, and got to talk to her, and she had come out with a biography, and she was talking about how she was staying at this house in California, and she couldn't sleep one night. She's walking down the stairs, and here's this guy playing a guitar on the stairs, and she sat down and listened to this guy. It was Dylan, and he was just going through like a Rolling Stone. He was just still playing with the words, sitting on the stairs of this house, and Judy Collins got to sit there and watch him work the song out.
Wow!
Yeah,
that's thrilling, man. That's unbelievable.
No, it was huge stuff. So tell me about the auction. I mean, obviously we're talking big bucks, but if people are into it, how do they get in on this?
Well, it's free, easy to register. We're at rrauction.com. That's the letter R, RAUCTION.com. We're in Amherst, so you can register or you can call us. We have a free catalog, and we do sell things that we expect to sell for $100 and more and up. So it's free to register. It's easy to participate. We're a licensed bonded New Hampshire auction house.
Cool.
But we sell, we do sell things from classic entertainment and art and literature and space and aviation as well, and have that in the auction.
Sounds like a blast. We'll have to get you back on.
Yeah, man, sounds great.
Hey, thanks, Bobby.
Yep, thanks, Bobby.
All right, 844, Bobby Livingston, our auction. Josiah Bartlett, and man, it's classic New Hampshire stuff. Check it out. 844, we'll be back.